Hi Saki Tooth fam, my name is Sinah and welcome to this calf focus yoga flow. So whenever you're ready, just grab your water bottle, grab a block or a hard book, roll out your mat, and let's get started. If you're not in a place where you can do this video with me right now, please save it to your watch later and join me whenever you can. Alright yogis, so let's go ahead and get started by just extending your legs in front of you and flexing your toes high towards the sky. Start by taking a deep breath in through your nose. Deep breath out. And then slowly just walking your hands down by the side of your hips. And then walking them further down to whatever they can reach. Maybe that's your knees, your calves, or your feet. And just planting the palms of your hands firmly there, keeping those toes flexed. Coming to pay attention to your breath. Just notice it. Is it a short breath? Is it deep and profound? What's going on? Simply notice it. But try not to change it. Sometimes we force our breath to get through really hard moments. But in other times when we're at ease and we're smooth inside, we can just observe the breath without wanting to change it. So that's going to be the intention today, to feel at ease, to feel smoothness inside. And instead of wanting to drive the breath, choosing to be a passenger of the breath. So just tune into that breath and write it as it is. Keeping those toes flexed. Maybe you want to walk your hands a little bit further down. Continuing to flex your toes a little bit more. The flexion in the toes is what stretches those calves, so the more you flex them, the more you'll feel in the calves. So just choose what works for you. And then when you're ready, slowly walking your hands all the way in. Nice work. Alright, so make your way to a tabletop position, planting your hands firmly. Inhale to prepare, spine is neutral. Exhale, send your hips high to the sky, coming into a downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, drive both of your heels down towards your mat as much as possible. Really stretching through those calves. And just observe your breath here for a little bit. Nice work, keep breathing. Trying to send those heels as far down as possible. Nice work. Now slowly give a gentle bend in your left knee, driving your right heel further down towards the mat. And then switching. Gentle bend in the right knee, driving left heel down towards the mat. Nice work, keep moving, alternating. Last one right here. Excellent work. Now slowly lift your left leg a little bit high, and then try to send your toes to the outside of your heels, of your right heel, and drive with that extra weight your right heel further down. Just hooking that big toe and the rest of your little toes to each side, adding extra weight, and breathing right here. Can you add a little bit more weight? And slowly release back to that downward dog, switching sides. Driving that heel further down.
Nice work. Slowly releasing back into that downward facing dog and trying to keep those knees straight. Start walking your feet all the way in to meet your hands. Nice work. Coming to the top of your mat. All right, let's stretch it out. Inhale, send your arms high to the sky. Exhale, release it back down. Nice work. Now from this forward fold, let's hook your right toe to the outside of your heel and the other toes to the other side. Once you have those toes hooked in on the heel, flex your left foot high to the sky. And just find that forward fold right here, deepening that calf stretch as much as possible. Can you flex that left foot a little bit more? And slowly release. Nice work. Coming back into that neutral forward fold and then switching sides. Squaring those hips. Flexing that foot. Excellent work. Release back into that forward fold. Inhale, lift yourself to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands back on your mat. Send that right foot back into a lunge and then drop at the knee. Inhale, shift your weight back, coming into a halfway split. Flexing those toes. Inhale to prepare, walk your hands forward. Exhale, square your hips and then drive your chest forward down, keeping those toes flexed to the sky. And just breathe right here. Can you flex a little bit more? Inner smoothness, let's remember that. Flexing those toes a little bit more. And then releasing them, just relaxing that foot. And with your left hand, start massaging that calf slightly. Keeping that left foot just neutral, just relaxed. Nice work. Awesome job. And then slowly coming back into that tabletop position and switching sides. So now bringing that right foot in front, coming into that halfway split. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, forward fold, flexing that foot a little bit further up towards the sky. And just breathe right here. Really squaring those hips. You might start noticing that one leg is a little bit tighter than the other, and that's okay. Can you flex a little bit more? Can you keep your foot flexed as much as possible for one full breath? And then slowly release to neutral. Nice work. Now start massaging that calf with your right hand. Just gently feeling your muscle, noticing if you have knots around it, and just massaging them out. Nice work. Coming back into that tabletop position, readjust yourself on your mat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, send your hips high towards the sky, coming into your downward dog. So now try to drive those heels down towards your mat as much as possible, and notice the difference here. Notice how much lighter your calves are feeling and how much more range of motion you have now. Pedal one foot, maybe the other, or find stillness, whatever works for you. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, start walking your feet in to meet your hands. Nice work. Come to the top of your mat. Coming into a forward fold. Inhale right here. Exhale, flex your left foot high towards the sky, and with your left hand, allow the palm to come under your foot. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift your foot a little bit higher. Still in that forward fold. And close your eyes. Feel the movement. And slowly release. Nice work. Coming to the opposite side, flexing that right foot. Palm of your right hand comes under, and then you pull that foot in towards your chest and your chest down towards your foot. And breathe. Excellent work here. One more breath. And slowly release. Inhale, press your hands to a halfway lift. Exhale, make your way up to standing slowly. Nice work, everyone. All right, so grab your block or your book, whatever you have accessible, and then just place it in your mat. On your mat, my bad. All right, now let's bring your half of your right foot to the block and the other half outside of the block. And then walk your left foot in front. I like to come to the ball of my foot just to be a little bit higher, but it just depends on how the stretch feels in your body. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, drive that back knee, that back foot, further down towards the ground, keeping that knee bent. And then maybe you stay right here, or you start lengthening that knee in and out. Nice work. If you want to deepen your stretch, you can actually just bring the ball of your foot to that block and the rest outside of the block. And then just bending your knee and then lengthening it, driving that hip back. Nice work right here. Woo! If you fall, that's okay. And then slowly switching sides. So find what works for you. Making sure that your calves are relaxed though. Don't tense them up here, because that would be counterintuitive to what we've been working today. So just observe that. Nice work. Maybe you want to deepen the stretch. Awesome. Excellent work right here. All right. Let's go ahead and remove that block. Now that your calves are so smooth right now, open your legs to a wide second position. Inhale to prepare, sending your arms high to the sky. Exhale, open those knees, coming into a Malasana squat. Your calves are prepared for this pose now. That's why your heels can be so comfortably placed on that mat. So just find stability right here and breathe. One more breath. Nice work. And then slowly come all the way back up to standing. Awesome job. Let's shake those legs. Then dive on forward, coming into a kneeling position. This is going to be one of the hardest asana poses you've ever done. So we're just going to stay with that breath, okay? So keep your feet flexed. So the balls of your feet are on the mat, but the rest of the foot is lifted. So keeping those flexed, inhale to prepare. Exhale, drive your hips down onto your heels and just stay there. Feel how your foot is stretching from the inside, from every single toe. Oh yeah, baby. This is a tough one. Just breathe it out. We're only going to be here for a little while, I promise you. If it gets to be too much, then you have the option to come off of your hips and then come back down. Three more breaths right here. Oh my gosh, those were the longest breaths of my life. All right, lift off of your heels and then release those feet. Placing the arches of your feet back on your mat and then coming to kneeling back down. Nice work. Now we're gonna stretch the opposite just to reduce that tension that we created on those feet when we were stretching them out. So come to lay down on your forearms and sweep your right leg out so that your arch of your foot is pointing towards the wall in front of you. And just breathe right here for a moment. Really stretching that foot. One more breath. Slowly press to your hands. Come back into that kneeling position. And then moving on to the opposite side. So kneeling back, sweeping that foot, and then just breathing. Nice work. Back up. Whew. All right, let's extend those legs in front. Coming back to how we started this class. Inhale to prepare, lengthen through your spine, flex those feet. Exhale, walk your hands forward as much as you can go, keeping those feet flexed at all times. And then just settling right here. Option to grab your block and place it behind your feet if you want a deeper stretch. Three more breaths right here. Nice work. Slowly release that block. And then coming to laying down on your mat. Extending those legs above your hips, flexing your toes as much as possible. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, grab a hold of your toes. If this is not accessible to you, you can just grab a hold of your calves or whatever is accessible. Or option number 2 is to place a towel or a scarf and then just pull those feet in. Whatever is accessible. So just keeping those toes flexed, that is the whole point of this stretch. And then just breathe it out. And then when you're ready, slowly release those legs to the mat. Opening them wide, opening your arms wide as well. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. Deep breath out. Savasana, final resting pose. extending your arms overhead for a deep stretch. And then rolling yourself to one side. Slowly making your way to a comfortable seated position. Inhale, hands come high to the sky. Exhale, bringing them down to heart center. Thank you so much for stretching with me today. Namaste. Thank you so much for moving with me. Please download our Yoga Plus app for further movement classes. If this class served you in any way, feel free to check out my Instagram account at Sinah for further movement and mindfulness content.
Welcome to Yoga Plus. Courses available from pupil to yogi. Sort by yoga, fitness, and instructors. Create your own routines. Access the Pose Library. Yoga Plus by Psyche Truth. Available on Google Play and the App Store.
Join us for 14 and 30-day programs, hour-long classes, and much more on our yoga app, Yoga Plus by Psyche Truth. It's free to download and features a variety of wellness content, including yoga, fitness, Pilates, guided meditations, and interviews with dozens of wellness experts.